whole second quarter briefly. So the first quarter and the second quarter could be considered our luxury restructure because we have succeeded to become a luxury airline in the second quarter for two reasons. First, we have financially strong enough to replace all the big scrap airplane because seaplanes is not designed to fly for luxury plane. And the second reason we succeeded to become a luxury airline is that we have to face a problem if we the price range limitation in the second quarter. In detail, that to become a luxury airline, we have to set the fare range above 48 cents. So to become that, we have to make a risky decision to increase the price from 39 cents to 48 cents. And the game does not allow us to increase the price slowly as our initial strategies. So we have to make that risky decision, and we have succeeded to become a luxury airline in the second quarter. And so the third quarter and the fourth quarter could be considered our business great expansion as we open many new routes in Route E and Route F in the third quarter. And also we also increase our budget of marketing and training quality very significantly and even to the max level in the fourth quarter, because we believe that the higher cost we increase, the higher quality and profit we can gain. However, the result was not what we expected because the net profit is down for the last two quarters, and in the final time of the fourth level, we have realized that our assumption about the higher cost we increase, the higher quality and profit we can get, which is totally wrong. And we have a lesson learned on the cost efficiency. As you can see, quarter two is the most efficient quarter that we have conducted because we can manage our cost and also gain the profit. But the higher cost that we increase without controlling it, increasing cost only cause loss. So that we have decided to change our strategy in the quarter 5 and by a better cost management strategy, and also due to our decision to dual designate with a larger carrier, we have come back to a more efficient quarter in the quarter 5, and it can be marked as one of the good performance quarter because we can purchase for the first time the most modern and expensive plane for the luxury airline, which is the CRG. And the sixth quarter, we come back to expand our business again, which is coming back to the two Route E that we dismissed in the quarter 4. And we also realize that customers need time to adapt to the new open route. And the final quarter, the quarter 7, we call it testing for the future because we decided to add more flight to the Route R, and we want to see what happens. So the final comment that we made for our performance is that the remaining issue is still the low passenger loss, although we have done our best to solve it, which is to achieve the highest quality and reliability index. And also, but there is still remaining issue that we have to solve in the future. And the next presentation about critical incident will be presented by Ngọc Anh.
After the analysis about the operational process, in this part I will discuss on how we make the decision on the critical incidents. So the critical incident we choose is hiring competitors' employees in quarter 7. So briefly, the case is about if we choose to lure away the competitors' employees by money or not. And at the end, we choose to hire neither of them. The reason why we choose this incident to analyze is because it relates to our core value, integrity, and it shows the effective team communication. So the decision-making process contains 3 parts. In the brainstorming session, everyone has the right to raise their voice. We respect each other's idea by active listening, and no subject criticisms is allowed in this time. So in the discussion part, we have 2 options, hire or not hire. So actually, there are no fixed rules in the airline industry that we could not hire the competitors' employees. Because the choice is on them, they have the right to choose who they want to work for and what is the most suitable for them. However, it conflicts with our core value, integrity, and sustainability. Since there might be no fixed rule in the airline industry, but this is the basic assumption that we make on each other. If you hire our employees, then they will make the retaliation on us later on. Secondly, we suspect about their commitment to the company, since once they can be lured away by money, then there will be a second time and third time. So in the long term, it will harm the company's benefit, because we will have to pay a lot of money and effort in order to keep her staying loyalty with us. Thirdly, we have the low demand for the salesperson and director of maintenance, since we continuously decrease the number of salespersons since they are not efficient. And our maintenance level is on level 3, so there's no worry about that. And lastly, we did not want to create unwanted competition with our competitors, since we will make the retaliation on each other in the long term, so it will harm our benefit. So actually, our choice is the good choice, since we received the award of employer of the region for the integrity. And for the one that actually hired the competitors' employees, the competitors will hire their pilots at the retaliation. So the lesson learned here is we need to remain ethical in every business practice, and the business need to follow the core values of airline in the decision-making process. So we have done 7 quarters of the simulation. So in order to have the ongoing development of the airline, this is our future plan for the next 4 quarters. For the human resource, we have the big change in the compensation package by having the additional of stock bonus for all the employees in year 3. This is a good time for us to change the policies, since we want to increase the employees' commitment to the company. And also, we still maintain the quality and training budget level above the 40,000 in order to keep the luxury standard. And for the operational, we still serve the existing route with the standardized fleets, and we plan to expand to ABC to have the presence in all the routes. So this is the financial forecast for the next 4 quarters. So as you can see here, we base on the time series analysis with the adding seasonal effect. So in general, we can see the growth in profit and revenues of the companies. This side that they are too inferior to guarantee the data accuracies.
2 minutes.
Accuracy. So in general, the companies is on the right track to have the further development. So in order to sum up the presentation, this is the key lessons that we have learned throughout the simulation. The first one is the business should be ethical and always follow the core values in the decision making in order to achieve the sustainability. Secondly, business should be consistent with their positioning, because in order to have achieve the long-term development. The third one is we need to manage the cost well, because to avoid the assumption of the higher the cost did not mean that the higher the value that you will get for the company. And finally, we need to manage the team better, because we are on the same board, we follow the same direction, so everyone needs to collaborate with each other to achieve better goals for the companies. So with all of these lessons, tomorrow as well, we will strive our best in order to be more successful in the future. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you.
During the whole, all of the periods, do you have any decision that you wish you could have done differently?
Can we have 10 seconds to discuss? So as a representative, on behalf of the team, I will answer this question. So there are one thing that we wish we could done better is for the first quarters, the critical incidents. So at that time, we did not really realize our core value, and we did not really draw what we want to be. So we decided to keep the secret and we will keep the secret for the accident of the airline and did not do anything for it. So at the end, the newspaper smeared the news bad about us, so it will cause our bad image, and it will harm our marketing and the brand image. So at that time, if we could done better, then we would choose to report to the airline association about that, because we realize that everyone, all the things that happen in the airline, they will know that. So we could not keep it as secret. So since it conflict with our core value later on, but it is the first quarter, so we wish we have done that differently.
Okay, now, continuing that, and I noticed, as with the previous